Over the next couple of weeks, there are sure to be Cinderella stories that will unfold in the NCAA tournament. As for that happening here at Madison Square Garden in the Big East tournament, those hopes were officially extinguished on this Thursday. The Big East quarterfinals were played, and each of the top 4 seeds in the Big East tournament all won here at Madison Square Garden in New York City. And we got started at noon with the number 1 seed, the Villanova Wildcats, defeating the number 8 seed, the Georgetown Hoyas, by a score of 81-67. The Wildcats were led by guard Josh Hart, who had 25 points in the game, 20 of those coming in the second half. The number 1 seed Wildcats will play the number 4 seed, the Providence Friars. They beat the number 5 seed, the Butler Bulldogs, by a score of 74-60, and we almost saw history in that game. Sophomore forward Ben Bensel scoring 38 points in the contest, only 4 points shy of the all-time single-game record for points by an individual in a Big East tournament game. Bensel, 38 points, 8 rebounds in the contest. And then to begin the night session, it was the number 2 seed, the Xavier Musketeers. They got it going from the word go. A 90-72 win over the Marquette Golden Eagles. The Musketeers had 5 players in double figures in scoring, led by Trayvon Blewett's 24 points. And in the nightcap, it was the number 3 seed, the Seton Hall Pirates, defeating the number 6 seed, the Creighton Blue Jays, by a score of 81-73. The Pirates winning the game despite the fact that A, they had a double-digit lead in the second half and then blew it, and B, they allowed 35 points and 7 3-pointers to Creighton forward Cole Huff. But once again, it was the Seton Hall backcourt that came and rescued the day for the Pirates. They were led by Kadeem Carrington and his 27 points. Isaiah Whitehead, the first team all Big East selection, had 24 points. But it was another guard for the Pirates that hit the biggest shot of the game, with the Pirates holding on to a 2-point lead at 68-66 late in the second half. Off the bench, Derrick Gordon from the left corner hitting a big 3 to give the Pirates a 71-66 lead, and Seton Hall did not look back. And after the game, our Lauren Foti spoke to Derrick Gordon in the locker room, and he started the conversation by speaking about the emotions of playing at Madison Square Garden and coming away with an emotional victory.
Yeah, it was definitely a big win for us, and I mean, just the thrill and the feeling to be out there and just playing in Madison Square Garden. I played in here a couple of times, but just to be able to play it for our conference tournament, and wow, just the emotions throughout the game were just tremendous, and I'm glad we was able to gut it out and get the W. So.
Was this the most intense game that you played all season? I mean, it's the Big East tournament. You're here at the Garden. You have basically a home crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it's March Madness. So, I mean, nobody's a guaranteed win around this time, and that's what I love about it. I mean, who's going to win the game is going to matter who wants it more. And I believe our team, we played hard and we wanted it more than them, and we executed on the defensive, offensive end. We struggled a little bit in the second half at the beginning, but we were able to turn around and get back on our pace and come out the W. So I'm very happy about that.
I mentioned that you guys basically had a home crowd. Did you ever at one point feed off their energy?
I always do. Oh, man, just they get me so pumped. And then that shot I made in the corner, wow, it was just the crowd and everything. It just got me energized and just ready to go. And I mean, it just goes to show our fans are very loyal. Regardless if we win or lose a game, they're always going to be there for us, cheering for us. And it's great to be able to kind of have that home court advantage, even though we're in New Jersey. But it just goes to show our fans travel. So.
Now, you're a great defensive player. When Cole Huff started to go off, what was the game plan, especially when he started to heat up?
I mean, it was just more we just had to help Ish. I mean, he was definitely feeling that. The 2 times that we played against him, he never scored like that. So, I mean, just goes to show you got to play a player. You can't go based on what you see just by watching film and everything, because there's always a player that can break out any given day. So it was just more of a sense just try to get him to dribble more rather than catch and shoot. And I know the 2 times that I was on him, he had a hard time scoring on me. So it was just more just trying to make him uncomfortable.
And now, late in the game, you guys are up 2, couple minutes, getting down to the wire. You're in the corner. You get the ball. You're not much of a 3-point shooter, but the 1 3 that you take tonight, you make it, and it happens to be one of the biggest shots of the game. You had to be feeling pretty confident when you let that one go.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, I work on my threes every day, and I mean, the coaches always stress to me. They said, if you open, shoot it. So, and I mean, when I heard them on the baseline when they were saying step into it and just knock it down, and when I heard that, I mean, it just made things so much easier for me. And there's more I just got to raise up with confidence. I mean, at this point in time, there's no time for thinking. You just got to react. And I mean, I just raised up and knocked it down, and I mean, helped my team get a big three-pointer and just took over from there.
What a great way to react. Congratulations again, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
So the Big East semifinals set for Friday, and it starts at 6:30 with the number 1 seed, the Villanova Wildcats, taking on the number 4 seed, the Providence Friars. Then at 9 o'clock, it'll be the 2 versus 3 matchup. The number 2 seed, the Xavier Musketeers, taking on the number 3 seed, the Seton Hall Pirates. Just a couple of weeks ago, Seton Hall with their season-defining victory in Newark at home against the Xavier Musketeers. We'll see if the Musketeers can exact some revenge here in New York City. So stay tuned to a lot of sports talk and a lot of sportstalk.com, where we have interviews with some of the stars of the Big East quarterfinal round on this Thursday, including Josh Hart of the Villanova Wildcats, Ben Benzel of the Providence Friars, and the dynamic freshman point guard Edmund Sumner of the Xavier Musketeers. From the floor of Madison Square Garden in New York City, this is Adesina Koiki for a lot of sportstalk.com.